So my name is Neil H. Patel, and I am a board-certified family medicine physician. I have a private practice, and my personal philosophy in medicine has always been fewer pills, fewer procedures, fewer physicians, the better. Because the truth is, I don't know about you, but if I'm a patient, I personally don't want to see doctors. I don't want to see dentists either, personally. Now, I get asked all the time, Doc, are you a cannabis doctor? Is all you do is prescribe cannabis? What about meds? What about the things we talked about, like procedures? Look, I do it all. I do conventional treatments. For example, if you have blood pressure, I'm not gonna go say, hey, go get some edibles and some tincture and go start to use it, and then come check your blood pressures. That would be foolish and irresponsible of me. But if you came to me in pain and I said, well, all I can do is give you Tylenol, ibuprofen, tramadol, Norco, steroids, and a pain injection, and then otherwise good luck? Am I really doing you a favor? How can I live with myself and sleep at night if I have my patients struggling in pain, and as a physician, all I can say is, well, all I know is these pills that a pharmaceutical company has taught me from my medical curriculum. That'd be very irresponsible of me as well. I did not go to medical school just to push pills and just to conform to what is traditional and standardized medicine. I am a physician, but most importantly, I'm here to help you and to heal. I am a healer first and foremost. I come and serve my patients with the utmost humility and respect. And for me, it is my duty and my obligation to do whatever it takes to help my patients. Anything that can help a patient, anything that can make them feel better, that to me is medicine. Talking, laughing, maybe this video, maybe a hug, maybe music, that is medicine. So for me to say that all I can provide for my patients is a pill, that's not me. For me, cannabis is medicine. Cannabis is not the only medicine. It is a tool that I can put in my toolbox. Just like water, just like acupuncture, just like red light therapy, sound medicine, frequency medicine, fasting. So when I talk to a lot of physicians, or I get all these notes from specialists and say, look, all I can do is pain pills. All I can do is Norco. It's unfortunate. For all the physicians listening, I sincerely respect you for taking care of others. I know how grueling our jobs are and our careers can be. It can be very taxing on us emotionally, physically, mentally. But for you as a physician to not look outside the box, you are doing your patients a disfavor, you are doing yourself a disfavor. Because would you ever want a family member to be in that position as a patient and another doctor say, yeah, sorry, good luck, this is all I can do, see you later? Wouldn't you want to do anything to help them? Wouldn't you want to do anything to help your patients? Now I get that a lot of physicians' hands are tied by the system. Maybe they work in a big corporate structure. Maybe they don't know enough about cannabis. Maybe they don't want to know. Maybe they think it's a vile substance and it's horrible and it's weed and it's the devil's lettuce, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, people are doing it. Patients are losing faith in us as physicians. They're losing faith in the medical system because it's failing us. And I refuse to be part of that system. So I sincerely say that I hope that every physician, no matter what your stance on cannabis is, whether you like it, whether you personally use it, whether you already prescribe it or you hate it, it is your responsibility and your ethical obligation to know and understand how it works, the side effects, the risks, the benefits. Because patients are already coming to my office, and I'm sure they're coming to your office explaining and saying and taking cannabis. They may not feel comfortable telling you. And that's the worst thing you could ever do or can ever put a patient in. I would never want my patient to feel unsafe or uncomfortable telling me their truth. Because otherwise, why are you coming to me? Go see another doctor if you don't feel comfortable with me. I'm here to help you, but I cannot help you if you don't tell me everything that you're taking or you're using. I do not come with judgment. I come here with peace and to find a solution. Because I don't know what you're going through in life. Life is not easy. So my goal is to maybe mitigate whatever stress I can in your life. I think for me, cannabis has been, as I mentioned, another tool that I can use, especially when it comes to things like pain and sleep. I have patients taking Norco. I have patients taking Tramadol. Then they complain of constipation. Then they feel like they need more. Then they complain of sleep. Then they take Benadryl for sleep, Ambien for sleep. Is that really any better? Am I a part of the system where I have to say, nope, this is all you can take? Am I going to get in trouble if I recommend cannabis? Am I doing something wrong by recommending something when I've done the medical research, done my background, done informed consent with my patient, and had this conversation with them, and we talk about these risks and benefits? If so, then so be it. But last time I checked, it doesn't matter. Because when you come into my office, I'm here to help you. And I will think outside the box, because this is not fair to the patients. The only boss I have is my patient, and I serve them. Because it is an honor and a privilege to take care of other people's health and other people's lives. And I take this profession and what I do very seriously and very sincerely. So for all of the physicians and healthcare providers out there, whatever your stance is on cannabis, I highly, highly recommend you get educated, do your homework, do your research, and have these conversations. Now, I understand if you feel uncomfortable based on your work environment, I get it. I don't ever want to get you in trouble, because the fact that you're helping another human being is God's work. But at the same time, I really hope you consider this down the line, because we need more physicians to get on board. As you know, cannabis is now considered Schedule 3, which means it all of a sudden has medicinal value after thousands of years of use. So we're already moving that way, where cannabis will become a type of medicine, if not already a plant-based medicine. So it'll depend on you as a physician or healthcare provider if you want to fall behind the curve or stay on top of it. And not for my sake, but for your sake and for your patients. Because patients are looking for an answer, they're looking for solutions. And the worst thing I could ever tell my patient is, yeah, I don't know, good luck. I have nothing else to tell you. It's very rare that I ever tell a patient that, because there has to be something that I can do in my power. Otherwise, what is really my value? After all this training in medical school, all this hard work in residency, all I can say is I'm put in a box based on what a guideline says is right, based on the clinical evidence and peer-reviewed research and a double-blind study. That's all I can base it on? That's not for me. So yet again, I sincerely appreciate every single person in the healthcare field, no matter your title, if you're a physician, a nurse practitioner, a PA, MA, LVN, occupational therapist, social worker, the pharmacist, surgeon. Doesn't matter your title. We're all on the same page. We're all on the same team. And I never want to be a patient myself. But I know if I'm a patient, I would expect my doctor to take out all the stops and do everything in his power to help me. Because I will be coming to a doctor if I'm a patient at my most vulnerable state. And in that moment is when I need help the most. So I sincerely hope that you take this seriously, and I sincerely hope you help your patients in any way you can. Because at the end of the day, isn't that really what we came to do as doctors?